Namaskaram. Good evening, everyone, to this session on another satsang on the spiral of wisdom. Well, a warm welcome to the Spiral of Wisdom satsang that happens every Thursday, started by Mamanize. Before we start, may I request Swati to say the school prayer.
Good evening, everyone. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. I believe the light beings are also part of the satsang, so they're definitely here. So while we wait for people to join in, we'll proceed with the satsang today. It's a very unusual satsang. I'm your host for today. My name is Amish RK, and our satsang today is unusual because our host is unable to join us as she is in another country at the moment, and it'll probably be around midnight at her local time. Madhumitha ji, who is our speaker for today, on this transform through art, is the topic for the day. Works out of Myanmar, formerly Burma, but she's in a time zone right now which is close to midnight. So this satsang was recorded by Swati earlier yesterday and is being played for us today. But before we start, a brief introduction to Madhumitha ji, our speaker for today. Madhumitha ji is passionate about colors stemming and sketches from childhood, which has made her as an artist. Her creative thinking and master's degree in psychology has enabled her art form. She has acquired many certificates in visual arts and art therapy and has held many exhibitions in a number of places. She is a certified art therapist, offering therapy sessions both online and offline. She has forecasted herself in group exhibitions in the M.F. Hussain Art Gallery, New Delhi, Praramb Student Art Festival. She is a person who basically uses art to heal or to support people to heal themselves. So without much more ado, a warm welcome to Madhumitha ji.
Hello everyone, namaste. Thank you so much for having me here. And welcome to my art therapy session, workshop, where we'll talk about what is art therapy and how we can regulate our emotions through art, through creativity. I'm Madhumitha Mishra. I'm an artist, an art therapist, a psychology counselor. My friends and family, they call me Madhu. You all can call me Madhu as well. My passion for art actually began from my childhood when I was 6 years old. And I'm so grateful to my parents that they identified that artistic skill in me, and I found my identity in a way. Let me introduce briefly about myself, about my academic and professional growth. I did master's in psychology. I did a certificate course in visual art and post-graduation certificate in art therapy from India. All my courses are from India. Also, I did post-graduation certificate in counseling psychology, which is from Christian Counseling Center, Tamil Nadu. Right now, I'm practicing hypnotherapy. I'm learning. I'm learning. This is a journey I'm enjoying, actually. And I put my art exhibitions across various countries like Ethiopia, Nigeria, India. I lived in India. I'm from India. I lived in Nigeria, Myanmar, Ethiopia. Right now I'm in Yangon, Myanmar. And you can see my work from art therapy sessions to understanding people's behavior, emotions, culture to my canvas. All you can see the influence of different culture. The people from different countries, their culture, their food, their festivals, everything actually influenced it kind of inspiration for me, for my work. I started my professional journey as an youth and workplace health educator in Maristop International back in 2002. I used to educate community of all ages, from children to kids to adolescents, teenagers, to adults, to male, female, senior citizens, about family health, about contraceptions, about safe abortions, HIV/AIDS. Then I got married and I started traveling with my husband. And this traveling actually gave me a perspective to pursue my passion as my career, which was art, painting. And I did all those courses, gained all those certificates, and started working as an art trainer. Like I used to take art lessons in these countries like Ethiopia and Nigeria. And from those sessions, I could realize that this process is not only therapeutic for me, but also for my students. So I started blending psychology and my skill in skill for art, painting, colors. And I did this art therapy course and started my journey as an art therapist. It's been more than 5 years I'm doing this work. I am taking online and offline sessions on art therapy, in person, one-on-one, group workshops, and also supervision. Right now, I have started a new venture, which is training for trainers. I'm training the counselors in Myanmar on art therapy so that they can use art, painting in their counseling sessions and help their clients to express more effectively. They can provide a safe space through art and colors and paintings. So in today's session, we'll talk about art therapy. What is art therapy? What are the benefits? Why art therapy? And what is emotion exactly? And how we can convey or we can regulate our emotions through colors, through shapes, through designs, and what are the benefits of art therapy in regulating emotions, right? So let's start with what is art therapy. Like you all can understand, this is a therapy through art. This is definitely a psychotherapy, but here we use colors, paint, designs, all those mediums, creative mediums as tool to express our emotions and feelings. What happens, it helps when some of our clients who can't just talk or express verbally, they need that safe space or a tool where they can express non-verbally. And what would be better than a painting where they have to just express their emotions with colors, with design, with collage, with clay, right? And expression through art helps us overcome emotional distress, resolve conflicts, achieve insights, reduce problematic behaviors, and increase a sense of well-being. So it helps not only understanding our emotions, but also to manage difficult situations and gain some insights. And eventually it changes our perspective, which we need in a therapeutic sessions, right? We help our clients to change their perspective a little bit, to see the situation, the emotion a little bit differently. And art gives that safe space, give that help in this process. What are the benefits of art therapy? Like this picture, you can see we can use art therapy with everyone, literally from child to parents to grandparents, with all kind of mental health issues, with issues like relationship or stress management, or problem in a professional field, or achieving goals in their life. Anything and everything, we can do that in art therapy. And first, though I have not written in the first line, but very important benefit is you don't have to be an artist to attend this kind of sessions, right? Many people come with that idea, this confusion, that we are not artists, we don't know, we don't have that skill, we can't even draw a single line, straight line. How we can be part of your sessions? So here what we do, this is not a art lesson. I'm not going to teach you or ask you, or no expectation from my side that you will draw a perfect human being or perfect picture or blend the color, but you are free to express your emotions through any kind of image, any kind of design, any kind of color. You can paint your sky pink, green, or you can just draw one line and tell me, okay, this is me, or this is my house. So it's absolutely fine, because this is your authentic feeling, authentic emotion on the paper. Also, I'm not here to assess whatever you're painting. A lot of my clients, they feel that I know what they're feeling from their painting, but I'm not expressing. It's not like that. I can't know, because it's you, it's your emotion, it's your perception, perspective, everything, it's yours. So you paint your artwork, you put your emotion on this canvas, and you only reflect. So there will be always self-reflection from the clients, no reflection from the therapist. So these kind of sessions provides a non-judgmental and safe environment where everyone's painting is unique, is original, a kind of masterpiece, because your emotions is yours, mine is mine. No comparison. We can't compare how I am feeling, how you're feeling. Nothing is good and bad, nothing is right and wrong here, right? Also, there are a lot of techniques which help you to manage your all the challenges in your life. Like just we were discussing about the Zentangle. It gives you a space. It's a technique actually which helps you to practice mindfulness. If you do a mandala, it gives you that space that you can create a beautiful mandala and you be mindful. And while doing mandala, like it's a lot of circles and a lot of designs, a lot of colors, I always request my clients to not to rush to finish, so that every day you can sit for 20 minutes and finish it. This will give you a chance to regulate your emotion, where to start, where to stop. Just go, don't go with this flow and overwhelming situation. You can avoid that by articulating your emotions and taking step by step, day by day, and end result will be definitely beautiful, because you are putting a lot of effort in the process. You are quite mindful. you're sitting with your emotions. You're dealing that for yourself. So it's a sense of empowerment, sense of self-awareness is there. So there's a lot of techniques like this. Like I can give another example of collage, where you just go and look for any picture you can resonate, which is easy. But while you gather all the pictures and put on the canvas, you can feel those layers of complex emotions. You can feel it. You can name it. You can achieve it, right? Once you know, you acknowledge, you can regulate all those emotions. And you have a story. Sometimes you don't know, but after painting, after seeing on the canvas, you know that story. You know that emotions. Sometimes it's underneath, right? It's not on the surface. And also, this is a innovative way to find your creative side. I can give examples, a lot of examples where clients came for sessions. They finished the sessions, they are doing really good, but they want to continue because they like this technique or this process of creating something new, and they feel that, okay, we have that creative side, we never explored it. Again, because we don't have any rules or regulations or any proper like skill training here. So there is a lot of freedom to, explore your different side of creativity. What are the role of creative expression in uncovering emotions, right? So while painting, while creating something or collage or clay, anything, what is the role of this kind of artworks? Art makes the invisible visible. That means sometimes I don't know what I'm feeling. On the surface level, maybe I'm happy or I'm sad or I'm angry. Let's take an example of anger. When I'm sad, I'm angry. When I'm hungry, I'm angry. When I'm frustrated, I'm angry. When I feel helplessness, I'm angry. So exactly, I don't.
Swati, are we translating? Yeah, the second video starting. Okay.
Let me share. Okay, Swati. Okay. Okay, so we were talking about art makes invisible
I'm not able to
visible.
see the video yet, Swati.
So there are a lot of layers of our emotions where we don't know exactly what is happening underneath this surface level of this flow of emotions. Like if I'm angry, I don't know what is
Swati can't see the video.
happening in actually with my life, why I am angry with everything. So I have to reach to that visible emotions, because I'm covering all the stories, all the incident, all the feelings, all the emotions
Only
with
your
only one kind of emotion, which is anger
explorers
or frustrations like this. So when I'm painting my emotions, I'm putting all my story on a paper. I'm making it visible, number one. Second thing, when I am reflecting on my story,
are you
on
there,
my
Swati?
artwork, I am not only telling you the story, but I am gaining a lot of insight, a lot of reflection is going on for myself as well. I'm being now self-aware of my emotions. And third, all these emotions are on this paper and I can see as an observer. So in the process, I can have a different perspective now. Maybe when it was attached to me, I couldn't see what is happening, what is the story behind it, and why this is happening. Because always there is a story, and when we will reach to that story, we can actually see it, look into it, can try to change our perspective, through which we can regulate our emotions, and altogether we can change our story, right? So here, a lot of things are happening. But the most important thing is I am detaching my emotion. Acknowledge it. I'll be able to accept it so that I can regulate it. I can manage it. Right? So always remember that whatever we are feeling, we have to accept that first. But before that, we have to know it, right? We have to know and name it and acknowledge it. Then only we will be able to accept that. Like very negative emotion is jealousy. If I am feeling jealous, let's accept that I'm jealous. Sometimes I reject. No, I can't be jealous, right? I can't be. But I'm a human, right? I can feel jealous. Okay. But it's not a good emotions. I have to go beyond this emotion. I have to think little, go ahead of this emotion. But I can't reject. I can achieve this. Going beyond these emotions. By rejecting this, I have to accept that, okay, I'm human. This is my weakness. Right now I'm feeling like this, but I shouldn't. So let's work on that. I'm just giving you a simple example, how art makes the invisible visible. Also, creative mediums allow individual to communicate what they can't put into words. Already we discussed about it. When it is so difficult to express verbally, it gives a chance, it gives a safe space to express, right? Okay, now what are emotions, right? What are emotions and what are feelings and moods? We have to, and why we have to know this, that what are emotions, what are names of emotions, what are feelings, what are moods, why we have to know, just to be aware what is happening with us so that we can address those things, right? So immediate reaction to any incidents, any events is emotions. We can feel physically, mentally also, but for a very brief kind of time. What are feelings? Feelings are subjective interpretation of these emotions. It's like how we feel about the emotion, how we perceive, what are our perception about emotions, our feelings. For example, I may feel angry about something, but equally I'm happy about it, right? This is the feeling. It's a happy feeling that I could be angry on this. Sometimes anger, I need anger, right? And I'm happy about it. Sometimes I'm happy, but I'm excited. I'm surprised. I'm happy, but I'm happy, but I'm sad. So just you can share, everyone. You can share if you have come across this kind of mixed emotions and feelings. Sometimes we can't separate, okay, these are the feelings and these are the emotions, because when I feel something, I have some emotions, it's like instant, I'm crying. But what I'm feeling about this crying, what is my perception about this crying? Is it grief? Is it helplessness? Is it the rejection? What is that? That is the feeling about it. So anything, any questions, any feedback, anything from your own experience, if you want to share, you can share on the chat box or on the comment. and Swati will definitely share with me, and I will be able to answer to all your questions, right? So now you know about emotions and feelings and moods, long-lasting emotional states without any specific causes, because it's long-lasting, we forget about it sometimes, right? So if like I'll say, okay, I don't मेरा mood अच्छा नहीं, I'm not in a very good mood, but I forget. I don't know why I'm in this bad mood today, right? Because I forgot what happened, what is the starting point of this kind of feeling, because it stayed for like 1 week or 3 weeks or maybe 1 month. When we identify this kind of emotions which are there like for like long, we have to address this. Now it's a time to address and go back to that story. And again, here, art definitely expressing through colors, through designs will help you to reach faster to that point. And before we proceed, let me just tell you what are the difference between talk therapy and art therapy and how people perceive about art therapy. In talk therapy, we have to talk, and that takes little longer period of time to reach to your core issue. Definitely, we are there. We counselors, we are therapists. We know how to help and guide our clients to reach that level. It takes time. It may takes time, particularly people who doesn't want to express verbally, or they don't know how to express verbally. They don't know how to identify. And like working in Myanmar, I can understand that sometimes they don't know what they're feeling because they are going through PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, grief, anxiety. So they don't know how to express, how to speak about it. Or a very like abusive childhood, if some person is going to through that kind of PTSD, or a war, or a natural disaster also. So all these kind of clients we are getting here, and they don't actually, it's very difficult for them to, they feel numb. They don't want to go to that point because it's so scary, so difficult for them, so challenging. So here we can introduce art. That will be really safe. Maybe in the first session they won't be able to explain, but eventually they'll be able to at least tell their story. Start with a simple story, right? What are the techniques, particularly for the emotional expression? There are a lot of techniques in art therapy, and most of them are helpful. But according to my experience and from my clients' feedbacks and testimonials, I can share 3 very important technique which I use in my sessions. Those are drawing and painting, which are really, really easy and beautiful way to express your emotions. And that will reduce your symptoms, because our first goal, first step is to reduce our clients' symptoms. If they're anxious, feeling palpitation, feeling restlessness or sweaty palms or trembling or feeling numb kind of thing, or panic attack, also breathing problem, this will help. Drawing and painting definitely help them to reduce their symptoms. This next is sculpture and collage. Sculpture, I use Play-Doh because most of my sessions are online, and it's not easy to, gather clay, actual clay, or provide them with clay. But with Play-Doh, we start uh, creating some image, some emotions, and by touching and feeling those clay in different colors, that gives a very soothing, very calming effect to their mind, to their emotions, right? Then collage, of course, You can collect a lot of old magazines or any color paper and cut it and create some shape and put on the paper, create your story. You feel a lot of layers of emotions in this, because sometimes it's easy to, there is no stress to draw and paint, but you can find your picture and put it and you tell your story. So in this way, you can understand and identify layers of emotions. It feels really easy and safe, definitely. And the last, this is my most favorite, even my client's favorite, guided imagery technique, where I take them through this breathing exercise to a imaginary world, or imagery guided, like step by step. You go definitely according to the issues, according to the emotions, according to the goal we set for the session. We go to that imaginary place, and we imagine the emotions, image, colors. It can be a real place from your past experience or from your imagination, or you can just stand there and paint your own painting and come back and we paint it together. So how all these art therapy sessions I conduct particularly in two segments. First is the art work, where we do breathing exercise, we talk about the issues or the topic. Then either by the breathing journey or by just giving some prompt, we start painting together. Always I paint with my clients. So it's an easy way. I feel good, definitely I feel good. This is the first thing. That's why I paint with them. Second thing is, if someone is little bit, they don't know about the medium, somebody is confused how to start, it gives them a starting point. But most of the time they paint totally different from my painting, because their emotions is their emotions, right? And second part is self-reflection, where again the self-reflection is by the clients. We are not here to assess, only they can express their emotions, their story, why they choose this color, why they chose this design, what is the story behind it, what's the emotion behind it. So that gives a lot of, sense of empowerment, gratitude, and they feel grounded, so that they can manage their emotions, and they can, like I said, they can detach their emotion, put on this image, and they can observe and try to change their perspective. So here, one small exercise I would like you to try at your home before we do the next art activity in the next session in the future. What you can do, you can gather all your art materials. It can be watercolor, acrylic, crayons, or just a gel pen or pencil, anything. You don't have to buy a lot of materials. Whatever you have at your home, just bring it, grab it, and find a corner, a safe corner, a soothing corner, where you feel good, on your maybe study table, maybe workstation. Put on some light music, some aroma candle, and just sit down. Be with yourself. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths and start relaxing your body. We have to relax our body first, because all our emotions are here on our body. So when we relax, we can see it clearly. There will be clarity in our vision, right? In our understanding. So start relaxing. You can do your relaxation like yourself. It will just take 5 to 7 minutes. Start relaxing your toes to head is part by part, body part, like hands, legs, like that. You relax yourself and start feeling, start knowing what you feel, what you're feeling, what is your emotion, what is your feeling now. What kind of color you want to dedicate to this feeling, what kind of image or shape or design, anything you want to dedicate to this feeling today, now and here. Be mindful. Whatever happening with you, this is here. You don't have to go anywhere. I'm not asking you to do some meditation kind of thing. Be here. Be aware of your body. Relax your body and be aware of your emotion and start painting. Just take 20 minutes, paint it, design it, and the next page or on the side, you just write it. How did you feel before the painting, during the process, and after that? So you try this and you can share your experience later with us, definitely. That will be really interesting. I would like to share some success story, some case study. One case, one client, with her permission, I'm sharing with you that she was going through a lot of difficulty in her workplace, a lot of anxiety while presenting something, PPT presentation or talking to seniors or colleagues also. She had social anxiety as well. She was introvert. She didn't want to face any confrontation with colleagues or seniors or so. But she was a very hardworking person and always used to get a lot of credit, like appreciation, but not the promotion. As we all know, we have to perform, we have to do certain things, we have to talk, we have to present, we have to confront, right? Those things were like a little bit of missing because she was suffering from anxiety. And she was with me for 6 months. We worked together, we painted together, we worked on this issue together for 6 months. And now this year she came up with the good news that she got the promotion, and now she is socializing with colleagues, she's going out with them, and she is not afraid to talk to her seniors or present anything. And she got a grant for her project also, so which was like really a success story, as we can see, right? So yeah, and she the testimonial was like, I never felt like this is a counseling session. There is no pressure or stress to go every time and I have to talk, express. I can just paint. After painting, I always feel good and I start talking. So in a way, it provided her very safe and soothing space. How art therapy help with emotional health? Like I said, regular engagement, like she was there with me for 6 months every week for 60 minutes. That really supported her, that process. It definitely improved this understanding about her own limitations, her own emotions, and it developed coping skill. So here is the end of this session, everyone. Thank you so much. And for conclusion, art therapy offers a unique path to healing through creativity, definitely. As we're talking about healing, this is a very beautiful way. Unique, definitely, but more than unique, I feel it's very beautiful. Like you can see here, all are my art, and I feel really happy when I finished it. And all my clients, they also feel happy with their paintings. So it's a very unique and beautiful path to healing yourself, right? And it encourages us to explore, process, and express our emotion beyond words, like we discussed. It's a creative way to express non-verbally. We use this process to achieve our ourself, our emotions, and this journey, this art this journey through art makes us really, really happy and empowered and emotionally regulated. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I'm looking forward to painting with you all whenever it is possible. And any reflection on this, any final thought or feedback, you can share with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Salim ji. I should thank Madhumitha ji. Swati, you can probably stop sharing the screen now, because I can see your folder structure. So we have with us at the moment.
Sir, I have one other announcement to do. So next week
Please.
also she'll be conducting an activity where we need to get some sketches, paper, and she'll be teaching how we can get over from this. So I'll be sharing the contact details as well. Yeah.
Okay, so we are grateful to Madhumitha ji for sharing this. Just a quick question to Salim ji. I'm just curious to know what you got from this. I believe this is the first time I see that you've attended our School of Ancient Wisdom Satsang.
I've been before, but I'm not very. I've probably done like 4 or 5 things. So, but I didn't come. To be honest, it was about hearing her, and I came in between during the thing. So, my daughter is has anxiety and things like that. So,
I see.
That
So
that may also.
have you gone through a session with Madhumita ji?
No, I have not.
With this? I see. Okay. Anyway, that's very interesting.
So she helps you with all these kind of therapies, sir, and she is very much excellent in, guiding art therapy for people. Like even I'm a people with disabilities, so she helps people with especially abled. You can also contact her. I can share her contact details.
Yeah, I was just about to say, can you share her contact
Sure.
details on?
This is Fatima.
Yeah, hi. Just let know.
Sure. And it will
His
be
wife.
displayed also. You can take a picture, or else if you want, you can just ping me saying hi, or you can drop your number in a chat box. I can share your number, and even she'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, just give me actually her picture. Just share her thing. I'll just take a picture and
Sure.
we'll have.
Now, of course, as indicated, this is the first time that we're having a satsang of this format where the speaker was unable to be present in person, but we just saw her recording. Now, I must also connect because this is a fora where we, as a group, which is an eclectic mix of people from different backgrounds of different denominations. We all come here as seekers to the School of Ancient Wisdom, a place which was started by Ma Manize, who happens to be Ratan Tata's auntie, and she was a famous industrial designer in Singapore. They headed the Theosophical Society Lodge at Singapore, and a clairvoyant and a person who was deeply spiritual. taking after a mother and taking that forward. She was inspired to construct the School of Ancient Wisdom the way it is as we see it now. It really is like a resort, something like a paradise on earth near Devanahalli, near Bangalore. So in this place, we have all, many of us gather. People from around the world also come and conduct programs here. Not only the spiritual groups, even corporate companies conduct their programs off-site programs here. So we are a group of spiritual seekers, and this particular, I must put it in context that this particular satsang is a place where people seek the truth. Sat is the truth, and sang is an association. So we associate here with one another to seek the truth, regardless of denomination. So when she spoke today, it reminds me of another program we had earlier, which is actually pretty powerful. It was called Mindless Doodling. Now, what happens in these art-based programs is that as human beings, we are not just the mind, the logical mind, but we also are a bag of emotions. We are multifaceted. We have many dimensions to ourselves, and sometimes, especially when we have to reach through to the emotional side that we all have, it can be done in the most wonderful way, more than logic, through art. Because if you have observed, for example, learning a new language or even singing a song in a different language, for example, suddenly puts you in touch with the emotion of people from that culture. For example, if I sing a Western, say a pop song, it puts me in touch with that culture in a way that very few other things do. Art or even food, for example, does that. So when we have these the technique that Madhumitha ji today spoke about really is reaching through to your more subtle emotions through art, healing them as well through art. Now, I have put my son in an alternative education school, which looks at supporting children to bring out their true inner essence, not just teach them in a conventional manner, which is based on education systems from the industrial revolution, basically, which is not sustainable. It only rewards people who are the winners. But here, if you look at a more holistic system, which teaches us how to live life in a way that is sustainable, where we look after one another, we look after not only each other as human beings, we also look after. That is the most sustainable way for us to also continue our existence here as human beings. And so, in light of all this, in my son's earlier school, I remember I came across children who are on the alternative spectrum. Now, this art form has been beneficial not only for them, but even for regular people. And if I have to refer to the mindless doodling, as they called it, it is a very simple exercise, which I'm very happy that Swati brought it up, that we're going to be having a workshop subsequently. Am I right, Swati? Swati, are you there? She did mention
Yes,
that, we
yes,
probably,
yes.
right. So what happens then is that this is actually the reason why right now it was just presented to us was that there is a second part to it, and the more powerful part is for us to experience it. Now, I have personally experienced this. What happens in the earlier session that we had, doodling was you just take a pencil and put it without thinking. You just let your hand flow wherever it wants to flow in whatever direction. You'll be surprised many times patterns come up out of that, certain repetitive patterns, sometimes nothing at all. But in the process of doing it, I have noticed that there is a certain calmness that descends on us because we are expending a certain energy. And that energy can be anything. It can be chaos within the mind, it can be order, it can be anything in between. But once we expend that energy, a new energy is starting to be created. Now, when people becoming socially more adept, for example, I've seen autistic children, for example, becoming better, remembering better. Even those with dementia or neurological issues, they start healing them. So it is from this perspective that I session um, in subsequently. So would you have any questions about it, Salimji? Mm, mm. Would you have any questions or any doubts?
No, not for me.
Okay. And Manjulaji, would you have any questions or any queries that you might want to be addressed?
No, sir, it was clear.
Thank you so much, Manjulaji. So on that note, our most unusual satsang that we've had today, where the speaker wasn't present, but will be subsequently in a subsequent program. She wasn't present because she's now in another country in a different time zone where it'll be well past midnight. So she wasn't able to, and that is the reason why we had a recording today. So this is not the normal format for School of Ancient Wisdom Satsangs. It is a very experiential and participative program where we have a lot of questions that are answered by the speaker. So that is the normal format that we follow. Anyway, if there are no more questions now, then we will bring the satsang to a close today. And how we normally do it at the School of Ancient Wisdom is we thank our speaker for today, but because she's not around, I request Swati to pass on our gratitude to Madhumitha ji.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Swati. And we definitely look forward to an experiential version of what she spoke about today. And the last thing is the Loka Samasta. This is a practice that we follow, which is a group prayer basically, where we have found that is very practical. It actually works. Where collectively we come together in prayer. We remember our loved ones and those who need prayers. We remember their name and any area that they may have issues in, be it their health, relationship, money. It could be anything. We also send out prayers at large to prayers to the world at large, because at the moment, wisdom and peace is, I think, the need of the hour, especially in a world where increasingly it is being submerged by wars. So let us all sit straight with our back, neck, and head aligned. Please take a deep breath. And let go. Observe the silence within, which is the language of the soul. It is that silence that connects all of us in an invisible manner. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. The meaning of that was, let all beings everywhere be at peace and be happy. Thank you once again for joining us today, and please bring your friends. Every Thursday, the same time, 6:30 to 8, we have the School of Ancient Wisdom Satsang. And till then, God bless.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.